What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here in Warframe. Right now I've got Ember Prime out. I've got the Prisma Gorgon, and you can see the Bow Prime is attached to me. Yes, I am going to be updating my Bow Prime build a bit. Ember Prime, after all these changes have been made, I do need to make some changes to her build, so they will be forthcoming as well. And we're going to talk about the Prisma Gorgon a little bit as well in here, so some stuff to just chit-chat about. First, I do want to mention to everybody, first, thank you always for your continued support on the channel and with the community, with the clan, everybody that's joined the clan. We still have open spots if you're looking. The Alliance is doing great. 21 clans in the Alliance right now and still growing. I do not plan on stopping my channel. I know I made that one video about my whole issue with my job going on. And while things may change a bit in terms of how much I can push out at one time, I will not stop the channel. I will not stop making content for the channel. I will not give up essentially what I've worked for 5 years to put together so far. In terms of the game community alone, not just the clan within Warframe. So, you know, just that's not going away anytime soon. We're going to keep going and growing until the day that, you know, hopefully until it's just so big that we've got more than enough people managing it and keeping things going that it's, you know, it's much better than what it is. Anyway, okay, so so the clan's not going anywhere. We've got a whole group of guys that are there in the leadership and the officer and general roles that are helping me out on a daily basis, help maintain the clan. I keep an updated list on the forums, on the non-community forums, so you can see those people if you need to contact those people for any reason. If you are part of the clan, if you're looking to be in the clan, you can always leave a message on the forum, myself or one of the officers or somebody. When they get through the forums, they will see that and they will get an invite sent out to you, so forth and so on. Okay, Ember Prime. Now we know that they've made a lot of changes in 15.11, so let's just quickly go over them if you can't remember them, or if you don't want to know, if you don't know them, or you're new to finding out about them. They increased the base stamina to 150, increased the base armor to 100, and Ember Prime to 125. They did increase her speed. The Fire Blast ability that we have on right now, they added in the ability that not only is it casting the Ring of Fire, but now it will also generate a growing wall of fire, similar to the Arson Eximus ability. And World on Fire itself, the number 4, is now a toggleable ability, and the casting time on it was reduced. Now, in terms of extra changes that was done to the Ember Prime, or Ember, after the first update in 15.11. They made it so that she's now able to gain energy while using World on Fire. Before she couldn't gain energy, but now she will gain energy from restores and from energy orbs. World on Fire will immediately hit now up to 5 targets on the initial cast. And this is going to be playing in on prioritization. So it will now prioritize the targets that pose the most immediate threat to Ember, such as not under a crowd control buff or within a close range, you know, something like that. So there's really a lot more control over her. Ember's World on Fire will now drain energy after casting has been completed, not during the cast. And the energy drain will deactivate the moment that you turn off the ability. Okay, there is an increased chance to proc fire damage on enemies now with World on Fire, and that's going to help be increased by strength mods, just to keep that in your head. So the more strength you've got on this, the more chance it will be to proc. So higher level enemies will get the fire proc or the heat proc on them, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it makes it a little bit more viable. Now, of course, there's still probably some more changes coming to her as they tweak her up a bit. They've asked for people to post on the forums things that, you know, suggestions or bugs or anything like that. So keep that in mind. Now, let's get into this Prisma Gorgon a little bit, if we will. So let me first throw it up on the side here. The Gorgon versus the Prisma Gorgon, in case you don't know. Slash and puncture, impact, trigger, and status are all the same. The reload time on the Prisma Gorgon goes down significantly to a 3. That's 1.2 seconds faster. Magazine goes up to 120, fire rate to 14.2, which actually works out really well, and I'll explain that as we get through to the build later when I get there. Critical multiplier is up to 2, and critical chance is up to 15%, and accuracy is up to 14.3. That accuracy is going to make a big deal. It also does not have that much of a recoil on it compared to the past versions, as you can see, so that's a nice thing as well. Okay, comparing the Gorgon Wraith to the Prisma Gorgon, you see that the Prisma Gorgon actually has better slash and puncture, though a slightly lower impact of 18.8 versus the Wraith at 23. It does not have the status chance that the Wraith does, so the Wraith is a status chance weapon. The reload is the same, magazine is up, fire rate is up, critical is up, multiplier is up, accuracy is up. So you can see where the Prisma Gorgon actually outranks the Wraith in this term. So the trader did a good job at doing this. Now, what makes it nice is it can be based off your playstyle. So the Gorgon itself is kind of an overall type of thing. You're not going to get too much of everything out of it. I don't think there's really much of a place for it other than mastery fodder at this point. In early part of the game, there used to be a lot. That Gorgon was insane, but now it's not so much. Now, if you're more of a status player, and you have the Gorgon Wraith, you're gonna like that Gorgon Wraith more than you're gonna like the Prisma Gorgon. If you're more of a critical player, you may like this Prisma Gorgon over the Wraith, and so to speak. I can tell you right now with what you're watching here at rank 16, I've got 3 mods on it, and it brings me to a 44.7% critical chance. Now, when I get more mods on it, obviously I'm going to end up putting more Forma into it over time, and we get a build set up. It's really nice. We'll see that it's not going to increase per se, but we're going to see a lot more critical coming out of it as a result of how it works. But if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and I will catch you guys in the next episode.